On Friday's explosive episode of The Young and the Restless, secrets, seduction, and suspicion took center stage. Kyle Abbott finds himself entangled in a scandalous moment with Audra Charles, while Kane Ashby uncovers a major clue, or rather a missing one, in the murder investigation surrounding Damian Kane. Things heat up quickly when Audra arrives at Kyle's sleeping car and finds him clad only in a towel. She's visibly shaken, having just learned more about Damian's murder, and shares her concerns with Kyle. Audra is particularly worried about how Nate Hastings and Amy Lewis will react when they find out. When a noise startles her, she clings to Kyle's arm, admitting that she's scared and doesn't want to be alone. Kyle insists Audra can stay with him, and she confesses that she feels safe around him, although she's unsure if she should have said that. The vulnerability between them turns into chemistry, and soon enough, they're kissing passionately, crossing a dangerous line neither of them can take back. Meanwhile, tensions flare elsewhere in Nice. Nick Newman is furious with Phyllis Summers for defending Kane, especially when it looks like he could have been responsible for Damian's death. Phyllis, however, believes Kane is innocent. She tells Sharon Newman that she saw the fear in Kane's eyes and heard it in his voice. Together, Phyllis and Sharon speculate that none of the guests would have killed Damian or framed Nick. That points suspicion toward Kane's employees. At the office with security monitors, Kane shows Chance Chancellor the surveillance footage from the time of the murder. But just as things get interesting, the footage cuts out. Chance suspects tampering and asks about backups. Kane says they run every 24 hours, meaning the backup hasn't saved over the missing portion yet. Only Amanda Sinclair and Carter have access, adding to the mystery. Despite Chance's doubts, Kane swears he didn't erase anything. Over in the dining area, Billy Abbott brings Jack and Diane up to speed on Damian's murder and suggests Kane had motive, possibly connected to Lily Winters. Jack is dismayed at Billy for even considering an alliance with Kane. Soon after, Kane storms in, asserting his innocence and claiming he was the real target, not Damian. Billy points fingers at the Newmans, and Kane adds fuel to the fire, saying Nick would go to any lengths to protect his family. Back with Chance, he informs Nick about the suspicious footage glitch. Nick's not surprised, and is increasingly convinced Kane is manipulating everyone. Frustrated with the lack of official police presence, Nick suggests he'll head down the mountain himself to get the authorities involved. The episode ends with growing tension as Nick, Kane, Billy, Jack, and Diane all face off. Nick ominously warns that he's about to expose the truth and blow the whole situation wide open before someone else gets hurt. With cheating scandals, erased evidence, and murder mysteries mounting, Y&R fans are in for a wild ride.